Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you guys have you guys been doing? First of all, I'd like to say thank you for like the love you guys showed me in my vlog. I really enjoyed vlogging, by the way. So when I saw you guys liked it, I was like, I guess I might really do this. So yeah, I'm gonna be vlogging way more. We're gonna go to so many places, but today's a story time, my favorite, right? So yeah, so this video or this story time is just based on influencer struggles, how especially as females we don't know who to trust, we don't know how we can trust them. Sometimes you get a deal. I've gotten a couple of deals, I'm gonna put them in story times later on, but I've gotten a couple of deals of men telling me, hey, we're offering you this business, and then 10 minutes later then you give them your number to talk business and they're just, hey dear, renew, hey han, hey dear, come for barbecue. At a point I even was like, just if you're texting me about business, please just email me. Men in the email, hi, can you please call me on 07. I mean, relax. Okay, I'm just gonna start because this story time is crazy. Okay, so this was like 3 years ago. I'd say I was just fresh meat from high school. I was fresh from high school. I just finished. This was the time I was posting often. I'd gone for a couple of shoots. I've taken most of the photos now because that's now I was a bit more embarrassing, but at that point I was a superstar. So I had gone for like a couple of shoots with some friend of mine who was a photographer, and like we had done so much, and by 2017 I was already like wanting to build up my car page. Okay, so but on Instagram. So if you don't follow me, can you please follow me right now? Thanks man. And if you haven't subscribed, let's go. Okay, so some day I'm just chilling in my house, obviously doing chores because it's African parents. I'm just I was gonna say chilling, and then I remembered it's in my mother's house. Then I remember there's no chilling in African parents' house, so I was probably washing dishes or cooking tea, something. So I receive a DM from some guy, and then he goes like, hi, my name is, so we're gonna call him Curtains. No, let's not just call him John. My name is John, and I'm okay, pause. Now, when this guy texted me, hey, I'm John, I'm a someone, I don't even know what he said. I'm a someone. Aki, you guys, oh my gosh, if I find the screenshots for this whole thing, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the screenshots, okay? Anyway, he goes like, my name is John and I'm a creative or something director or something, and he was like, he has a blog and he'd like to feature me in his blog as I don't even know. He just said he liked my style basically. And I said, you damn right. You deserve me. So I'm mad pumped, like, because I went and stalked this guy and he had like, I don't know if it was 20k followers at that point. Guy, you know me, I had just 1,000. You want to tell me there's someone with 20 times my followers and I'm not gonna reply? Ha. Why did I cough? Anyway, he had like 20k, 30k, 40k, 50k. Anyway, he had like mad followers. I had stalked his page, and then he was like, he had worked with all these artists, nini. Where me, I'm mad excited, bana. I've told my mom, Komoka, please wash the dishes yourself, madam, before I get you your BMW, or I don't know what cars like she likes yet. But I was like, I'm finna spoil her, and we finna be rich. So I've talked to my mom about it. Obviously I always tell her. So she's like, it doesn't look like a bad idea really, like, cause we stalked him, nini, he's worked with all these people, blah blah blah. We are starting to think this is actually true, and he just wants to feature me in his blog. It's not we are paying anything, or I mean it's not that like he's paying me anything. but I was just excited about just the whole experience, how it was gonna be. So yeah, and we scheduled a meeting, and he told me, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna meet up, and I'm gonna do a small interview for you. I'm gonna do you like a small interview, and then I'm gonna write the questions, and then the blog is gonna be up. So I was just like, this is a big step for me. People have started recognizing me already. Anyway, I packed my stuff. Obviously, even that day I wore 2 heels. I wasn't like wearing heels in 2017, but like, so me wearing heels, you know, it's a huge step. My mom drops me. I go to he had told me we meet at some radio station that you guys all know. So even when he said let's meet at, you know, this radio station, I started thinking, wait a minute. And so I've always wanted to do presenting radio, TV. So I was like, I could actually even talk to this guy later on in my life. I could even get a job. I was excited. Nilikuwa nimeona nimeomoka, as in I had seen it. I go up the lift, and then I find the guy waiting outside the end of the lift for me, and he goes like, hi, my name is John, and I'm like, oh hi, I'm Michelle. And then the first thing I noticed is that this guy is kind of hugging me too tight, man. But I was like, child, I don't know how people in this station work, cause woof. Anyway, I went inside. We actually went to a boardroom. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know if not that's a boardroom, if I'd say right now, but it's a boardroom. It's a boardroom. So he later goes like, okay, so we sit down, and I'm like, Connie, this interview isn't starting because he's taking long. He's just like talking to me, asking me about my mom, like asking me about my personal life. And I'm like, hey, it's really taking long. So, but I mean, I was like, hey, we're just gonna be friends, even the better, so that I almost can get to my radio station. So he starts asking me, do you know how to dance? And I'm thinking, well, he really wants to know so much about my personal life. A bit strange, but okay. It was not getting awkward, if I'm being honest. So I was like, kinda. And I'm like, what is he gonna ask me next? If like I want kids, or what's going on in this interview? Because he hadn't even removed his laptop yet. So like I knew for a fact it wasn't like he wasn't recording nothing. So because I thought, okay, maybe in the blog he's gonna be like, this is Michelle Shining. She said she likes dancing. Nothing. So I said, why are you asking? Like, why are you asking? And then it's just like, I just want to know. Oh, so I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, yeah, I kind of know how to dance, but like not that much. Mind you, I don't even know how to dance. I was just like a bit weirded out, like why he is really asking about me, my dancing. So I tell him I'm 50-50, like I know how to dance, I don't know how to dance. Then he's like, what dance moves? I'm like, well, kangaroo, I don't know, man. I was like, I don't know, like I really don't know. It's just in the heat of the moment, like, you know, it depends on the dance move. And then he's like, do you know how to twerk? Okay, pose. That means pose. This is like 15 minutes in our conversation, and like he's starting to ask me like, do you know how to twerk? I'm 17 years old. I say, whoa. So I'm like, I mean, like not that much, because I was like, no, this is starting to get a bit awkward. Then he's like, okay, just asking. He's like, how tall are you? I'm like, I'm 5'2". I think at that point in my life I used to say I'm 5'4". I didn't know I was that short. I was like, I'm 5'4". I don't know what I told him. He's like, hey, that's good height. I said, for the blog or for what? So he removed his laptop at this point, and then he goes like, oh, do you know someone? He asked me, do you know perfume? I said, it was a I didn't know them, if we're being honest. It was a girl. I didn't know them. I had no idea. I never heard of them. So I'm like, no. And then he's like, oh, really? Because she's a dancer. And I'm like, oh, this guy probably thinks like I want, no thank you. He probably thinks I'm a dancer. So I'm like, no, I don't know her. And then he shows me her pictures, and she's in a video. At this, she's not even Kenyan. She's Nigeria. She's in some South Africa, I mean Nigerian video. So he's like, oh, she's in this video. So I'm like, I mean, good for her. She looks real nice. I was so confused at this point. I was like, what the, how is this what are we going with this conversation? Oh, now I'm a bit, now this time I'm weirded out completely, because I'm like, I don't understand what goes on. Yo, guess what he says? Can you please stand up? I said, okay. So I stood up, because at this point now I'm not getting the drift, and I'm like, I might have to leave because I don't understand what's going on. And also, this was my first interview. I'm literally 17 years old. I don't know how like these things go. I was like, I don't know about this thing, but something in me was just telling me it's a bit fishy. He's like, can you stand up? So I stand up. Yo, guess what he told me? Man, he's like, can you turn around? Okay, we are in a meeting in a boardroom in one of Kenya's largest radio station. So I just want to show you guys that these people are crazy. He's like, can you turn around? So at this point, I'm like, no. And then he's like, oh, it's okay, I already saw for myself when you walked in. This guy is like okay, I wanted to say 40 years older than me, but he was like 20 years older than me, honestly. At this point now, I'm absolutely disgusted and I just want to leave. So someone comes in the room when I'm still standing, and then he's like, Kati, oh, you guys are just having a meeting, and this guy goes like, yeah. And then like they just left. So I sit down and I'm like, can we just like have the meeting? Cause yo, he's like, oh yeah, we can have the meeting. Yeah, we can have it if that's what you want. I'm like, but that's what I want. I mean, so he's like, he opened his laptop, and then he went to like Word, the document. And then after Jandika, Michelle, he went out, he switched tabs to like Google Chrome or like, I don't know, something that brought us to like our website. I mean, a search engine, a search site, search site. And then he searched some name of some girl, and then he showed me. And then I could see this girl is like those dancers who really talk in videos. And now, if you think I have a problem with that, hell no, it's just not for me. And that's not what we had discussed prior to this, you know. I'm like, okay, so who's this? So he's like, Ati, me, I'm thinking about giving you a job. At this point, I'm like, I'm even practicing. This is news with me, Michelle Mushai. No, news with me. This is news. Follow me on my social. Nime practice, eh? I'm like, I'm on radio, mama. So I'm like, what job? And then he goes like, can you be what are they called? Basically a dancer. And I'm like, dancer for what? And then he goes like, you can just be twerking in videos, and you know, you don't even, I mean, men touching you isn't even a big deal, because right now I've told you to turn. Ukianza kuogopa hivi hautafika mahali. Can you guys believe it? Believe it. I said, he's like, yeah, because these things offer good money. I could, you know, like, this guy's I could pay you up to 400,000 because you'll be paid like 600 G's and I'm gonna take the 200 G's and then you're gonna take 400 G. Mimi, my blog, my content out the door. So I'm like, no, I don't think like that's something I'd like to do right now. I just thought like you wanted to feature me on your blog, which you had said. He's like, Ebu, let's move to the next room. Me, dumbly, I was like, okay, fine, let's just move to the next room. So we go to the next room, and like, now as we're just walking, because now I had like, I'm not even gonna talk to him again because he's really weird. So when I was walking like to go in the next room, there was like a TV. So the TV, he put like music, like he put Onges at the volume. This is a whole, men are so sick because this is, people are at work when he's doing all these shenanigans. So he adds the volume and he's like, can you please dance for me this song? You guys, this is a boardroom. Okay, we had been transferred from a small boardroom to a bigger one. Now airspace, I was supposed to even have a hula hoop or what was going on. So now he's like, can you dance freely? See, you see all this space? So now it was at this point that I like just faked a call and said my mom needs me home. At this point I'm shaking. I'm like, what the hell is going on? He had already like just like, I was like, I can't even feel safe. I'm like, this is crazy because like, why does he feel so comfortable? Is it something that he's been doing? So because I'm like, is this even sexual harassment or is it even just abuse of power? Hey, I was like, Anyway, I just faked a call that my mom is calling me, and like he was like turning the other side. I don't know what he was doing, but like before he like we could turn, I like just chomokad and just said, my mom's calling me, thank you, it was nice having you. And I just chomokad, and I remember because I wasn't used to heels, I was shaking and like I was just almost falling. I shook her down. I called my friend. I'm like, yo, this the craziest thing has just happened to me. And after that I just called my mom. She was still around. I'm like, mom, just come pick me up. And then she was like, no, I was like, mom, come pick me up. And then she's like, I go to the school. I don't even tell her what had happened. At that point it was not a big deal. I knew I was terrified, but I was like, I'm a bit overreacting. Now saying it out loud, I'm like, what the hell? So when I called my mom, I didn't even I was just like, how did it go? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come tell you. So I got to where my mom was. So much was happening on that day. So yeah, I mean, I just moved on with my life, but I'm just telling you guys to be careful, extra careful, because God knows what this guy was finna tell me to be or do, you know. So yeah, that was it. Anyway, that's all. If you guys enjoyed, I have a new cover in case anyone is wondering what I'm flipping like this. It says, hello, are you Gucci? Anyway, let me be serious. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please follow me on my social media handles at michelle.mushai on Instagram, at mushai michelle on Twitter, and subscribe to this channel. I love you guys and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Mwah.